I gave you 7 good years of my life, and this is how you do it. See, aside from some ladies who might want to enter a relationship for fun, I believe the sole purpose of having a relationship with any man or dating a man is to identify or find out if this man is okay for me so that we can marry each other. But then when you're in a relationship, you're super committed to the relationship and you're not even sure if this man is going to end up marrying me, and you're just there waiting for that day is going to get on one knees and propose to you and tell you, will you marry me? But you're not sure if you will ever get on that one knees and propose, then you want to watch this video from the beginning to the very end, because I will be highlighting for you 5 statements that when a man says this statement, then he's not going to marry you. Out of this statement, I'm going to let you know which one you can work on. What do I mean by work on? Now, if a man says this statement, does it mean it's a no, or I can still, put more effort so that he can still end up being my man? Because there are sometimes you like this guy, right? And you want to be sure if, yeah, we're going to end up together. Of course, that's no big deal. If you're not part of this community, do well to subscribe to this community. It's a community of love for African girls, and I want you to be a very big part of this community. So subscribe, like, and share, and always drop whatever comment you have in the comment section. You can tell me your name, where you're watching me from, then I'll be so happy to be your friend. Now let's go straight to it. The first statement is, I'm not ready yet. I will be ready maybe in 3 years' time, in 5 years' time, in 6 years' time. Your man says that statement to you. That is a very big sign that he's not going to marry you. Now, why? A man who wants to marry a girl or is really looking out to, okay, I think I want to spend the rest of my life with this girl, is not going to be so fast as to telling you I'm not ready yet. Because like they used to say, a lady should marry early, especially when it comes to the place of giving birth. Giving birth as an early age is very, very good and is advantageous to ladies, and these are one of the reasons why it's okay for women to marry early. Now you already know this as a man, and now you're telling that same woman that you're not ready to marry yet, but maybe in 3 years' time. So what am I doing here? Now you get it. Now there are some times that some men are still trying to check, should I marry this girl, should I not marry this girl? She's not really my spec, but she's a good girl. Now because of that, they'll just keep pushing you forward, hoping to buy themselves time. Maybe eventually they will end up marrying. Most of the times they don't end up marrying that person. So like a story of a friend who told me that a man kept saying that and she kept hoping that they were going to marry, but eventually it landed in a breakup. And she was like, she never thought it was going to land in a breakup because the relationship was going so well and so smooth. But yes, why did he land in a breakup? The guy had already mentioned it, that he already gave a hint that I may not be able to marry you. A man who wants to marry a lady will be thinking and be working towards achieving that goal of marriage. And he won't say, okay, I'm not ready yet. The I'm not ready yet, you're trying to push forward a girl who is already ready. So when they say, they are just trying to give you a hint that I may not marry you. When a man says that statement, then that's a very high probability that he's not going to end up marrying you, because even if he doesn't have enough yet, he's going to still keep pushing and be like, my babe, don't worry, I don't have enough for our wedding yet, but I'm doing everything. Very soon, very soon, very soon we'll get married. Not say in 3 years' time, I'm not ready yet, I'll start getting ready in 3 years' time. Doesn't make sense. Now let's go to the next statement. Another statement that a guy tells you that you should know that he's not ready to marry you. The statement, don't let us keep our relationship open to people. I don't like it when all these couples will just be walking about as if no, they are just teasing other people. So I don't like it. So when we see ourselves outside, let us just greet ourselves like normal people. Don't let people know that we're in a relationship, because I want to keep it private. Okay, I like my things private. There's very big probability that that guy is not going to end up marrying you, because when you start keeping relationships private like that, is because there might be a cockroach in the wardrobe. So check out. Don't enter a private relationship with anybody. A relationship that nobody knows you are in. Then how do you even defend it? It doesn't make sense. Don't enter a private relationship or secret relationship, or I don't want to keep an open relationship with any man. The man is just teasing you. Any man who is in a relationship with a girl should be proud of the girl, should be able to take her out, should be able to make her see people. Some people are even so worse that they will introduce you to just few of their friends. Meanwhile, those friends knows already that you are not the main girl. A man that loves a girl, who wants to marry a girl, will be proud to take her anywhere publicly, like with joy and gladness in his heart. So all this private relationship, strike it out, is a no-no. My mom doesn't really like your type, but we will work it out. Madam, it's a lie. There's nothing you want to work out, because a mother to a son has a kind of connection. Now, it doesn't have to be a mommy's boy. But that statement is only an excuse so that in the future when it doesn't work, it's going to be like, I told you. So when he says that statement so early, don't try to start patching with him. Let's work it out. But because eventually, let's assume you worked it out and the mother still doesn't like you. Do you know that is already causing a cycle of mother-in-law and daughter-in-law's hatred, which you don't want to be part of? Meanwhile, it doesn't usually work out when the man says that statement, because if his mother really doesn't like you, he wouldn't even want to tell you. Because if he truly loves you, he would not want to tell you. He will be waiting for that day where his mother is going to change his mind. The only time you will hear is maybe you will hear them maybe arguing about it, trying to tell his mom, please, you have to like her, she's my girl, I want to marry her. It's not like he will now come and confront you straight and tell you, my mom doesn't really like you. For instance, you can say, in this part of Nigeria, the southwest, we have the Ekiti people, the Ondo people, the Ogun State people, and next thing you start hearing, my mom doesn't like people from Ogun State, but we work it out. Or you hear, my mom doesn't like Igbo girls, we work it out. My mom doesn't like Yoruba girls, we work it out. All those statements are all false and lies just to buy unnecessary time in that relationship. Men likes to keep relationship, especially because they are progenitors. So sometimes they just keep relationship for that purpose and not really for the real purpose of marriage. So now, if he says that statement is not ready to marry you, when it gives you a conditional statement, the first one is when it gives you a conditional statement, I will marry you if. Why is he giving you a condition? Like, is it a contract? I'll marry you if you change your dressing style, if you change your lifestyle, if you get a good job, if you do this, if you do that. Why? No. Then he's not ready to marry you. He's only giving excuse for it in advance. So when you start getting a conditional statement, I want you to get your PhD first, get your degree first. I'll marry you when, if you do it. If you don't do it, no, no, no. So there's this common one of, when you give birth for me, then I'll marry you, because my family has a particular thing they used to do. You have to give birth before we marry. Those ones, I've seen people who said it to their girl and eventually they end up marrying. Though I still don't like it, but that is a different ball game. But this, if you get a good job, if you change your dressing sense, if you talk less, you talk too much, when you stop talking, I'll marry you, all these kind of things. Please, 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 please. Is a typical no, like a no, no, no. This particular statement, it doesn't mean that when he says it, he will not marry you. But at the same time, when this statement is coming every time, oh my God, he's not going to marry you. I am busy, I'll call you back. That is the statement. I'll say it again. The statement is, I am busy, I'll call you back. Babe, I'm busy right now, I'll call you back. I'm busy right now, I'll call you back. When are you calling back? Babe is calling again. I'm busy, I'll call you back. See, a guy can be busy. Yeah, I'm busy, I'll call you back. Immediately, when he's less busy, he calls you and says, sorry, baby, okay, I was doing this the other time. That was why I told you I was busy, I'll call you back. It's not like you should keep saying it all the time. When the guy keeps saying it all the time, they're already finding ways to give you signs that they are no more interested. These are the 5 statements. Now, come to think of it, men don't usually like to be the one to push for breakup most of the time, except when it's all this kind of mutual breakup. Men hardly want to be the one to say, we are breaking up. They hardly want to be that. So most of the times when they're already tired of that relationship, what they used to do is they use style to want to just leave the relationship. Like, they just give you signs. Now, so you had better pick this sign and just take care of yourself. Put your life together, buy yourself your time, and not stop wasting your time and commitment to any relationship that is not going to profit you in the right way. What is that profit? Marriage, love, commitment, respect. Those are supposed to be your profits, because when you give, you're supposed to get it in return. Love, then I get it in return. These statements are there ones you can work on. There are some that when they give you this statement, don't bother working on it, just go. But there are some you can work on. For instance, for those that say, I'm not ready now, I'll be ready in 3 years' time. Now, this guy is already giving you time. One of the reasons he's saying that statement is he might not be seeing something in you. He feels like he wants to marry. Now that you're seeing this video, you know that that is a sign that, okay, the statement is a sign that he may not marry you. Now, most of the times it's because he's not seeing something in you that he wants to marry. Now, try and find out, okay, what are those things he's not seeing? What are those things he wants in his girl? Then you try to work on it. Those are exceptions. When he eventually sees those things in you, then he still wants to end up marrying you. But those statements like, I'm very busy, I'm busy, I'm busy, I'm busy, it's very, very difficult for you to, still work on it, because if you keep working on it, you may eventually end up wasting your time. And we've seen relationships of 5 years that crumbles 7 years, 8 years. You usually feel like, I gave you 7 good years of my life, and this is how you do it. See, these are the signs I'm giving you now, so that you know, so you won't have to say that statement. If you've been able to pick one or two things from the video so far, don't forget to be a part of our community by subscribing to this channel, like the video, share, comment your name and where you're watching from. I don't mind. Let's start the friendship from there. I have a community for women on Facebook. You want to do it to be part of this community, because it's mostly a space where we purge out our emotions. So you want to be a part of the community, click on the link in the description below. I'm going to drop it in the link in the description below to be a part of it. You want to know signs of whether you're in a toxic relationship or not, you can click on my previous video. Or do you want to know if your guy truly likes you, you can check on my video to know. I've done a lot of video in relation to all this. I believe every lady deserves a space where our questions can be answered, and I've always wanted the space to be that space for every lady out there. So do well to let me know if you have any question popping up in your mind, or anything you want me to do video on. Let me know in the comment section. Of course, this space is for you, to motivate you, to build your morale, to share experiences with you, to just answer your questions randomly. Just here for the girls, just take a channel for the girls. So that is that about that. Don't forget, these statements I've highlighted earlier are those statements, when you hear it, it's not going to marry you. Don't bother wasting your time. Only if you just both want to enjoy yourself and move on. There are some relationships that are like no strings attached. So if that's the kind of relationship, then no problem. But if that is not the kind of relationship you want a relationship that is profitable in terms of love, then you have to stop wasting your time and move on. Thank you so much for being a part of this community. Thanks so much for watching this video till this very end. See you again in my very next video. Bye.